everyone, it is day 19 of homeschooling, and today went really well. When I first started out, I had bought the Life of Fred books. Hold on, I'm going to set this down because it's shaky. I had bought the Life of Fred books to possibly teach math to Kellen, and through teaching him, I kind of found out that he's a very visual learner, and it's easier if he sees stuff and looks at stuff, and he's not like a learn from reading type learner. So Life of Fred is very much like a story, and you learn through the story, but I don't think that benefits him very well. So I had posted the books for sale, and another mom asked me about purchasing them, and it turns out she's a homeschooler as well. And they were having to check them out from the library and wait in line because her son really loves them. Her son's a kindergartner. And so we met up. And then when we found out like we were both homeschoolers, we kind of set up a play date with the kids today. So they came over today. And her children are 5, almost 6, and 4. And Kellen got along famous with them, and it turns out that her son also has sensory processing disorder, so that was great because it was great talking to another mom who knew what it was and knew like the challenges that we face with it, and how we're dealing with it and things like that. So we all hit it off really well. It's really great. We're going to a field trip next week together. So I think it's a good base for a friend, for Kellen, and for somebody that we can play with, and we can go to their house and they can come here. And so yeah, that was really great. We also did some schooling. I've been having some issues with medication for diabetes, and I haven't been feeling really great. And so today we cut lessons short, and I had to go to a doctor as an urgent matter. And so after dinner, after we got back from the doctor and after we got back from dinner, Eric did science with Kellen today, which was kind of a break for me, but Kellen still got his science in, and he loves his dad, obviously, but he also loves doing sciencey stuff with his dad, so it was a time for them to bond. Unfortunately, it's almost 10 o'clock, and Kellen still isn't in bed, so he's been up a little late, but tomorrow we have tomorrow's an off day. So, mostly off day. We're going to do some music lesson tomorrow, and we're going to do a spelling test, but that's pretty much all we're going to do tomorrow. So it's a very quiet day for him. So I'm not too worried about tonight because he can sleep in a little bit tomorrow. Another thing that it's homeschool related, but not completely homeschool related. So I am an actor and a filmmaker and a writer, and we had planned to move to LA when our lease was up in May or June if Eric couldn't convince his work to work from home, because Eric super loves his job. And so that has all changed. There's another studio that I have been working with, and that studio we had already decided on doing a web series in January and February, co-producing a web series in January and February, and then I wanted to co-produce another web series with them in the middle of the year, summertime, and then we already have several series working. So anyway, with all of that and some other, I'm already cast in a feature film, and have some novelization contracts and stuff. So with all that, I'm working, which was my intention all along as an actor and a filmmaker, was to be working. I didn't want to go to LA to be famous. I didn't want to go to LA to make millions of dollars. I mean, yeah, millions of dollars is great, but that's not what makes people happy. Money isn't everything. So with all of that being said, Eric and I talked, and we talked about what would make me totally happy versus just kind of partially happy. And we have decided that we are not going to move to LA, which is a huge step, but yay! We are going to move out of the city of Seattle and out of King County, where prices are crazy. We are planning to move across the Sound to Kitsap County, which is, we can get a very nice house with some land, or, at least a nice yard, and pay prices closer to what we were used to in Texas, and pretty much live comfortably. Like, it would be okay if I didn't never make any more money in film, which I'm not. I'm thinking with this other work that we're doing, I will start making some money, but it's not like a huge pressure. Also, the way it relates to homeschooling is the homeschooling laws in Washington State are a lot easier to work with than the homeschooling laws in California. And the only true negative to this, because of getting out of Seattle, we won't deal with the prices anymore. We won't deal with the Seattle freeze and the attitudes anymore. The only true negative is the weather, which I still hate the weather in Washington. But Eric has promised me that we will be able to go on vacation to places that are warm, and I will get to have some warmth in the wintertime and not be like miserable for the entire winter without going anywhere. So anyway, I've had a lot of anxiety around moving to LA, and I think that this is going to be great. I think it's going to be exactly what we need, and we're going to finally have everything that we really wanted and everybody in the family happy. Kellen will be closer to some of his friends that live over on that side of the water, and I think we're going to have more options for the whole family over there. So yeah, that's been our week, and it's been, I don't know, it's kind of like a weight's lifted off my shoulders, and I'm kind of excited about it all. Unfortunately, I can't really do a whole lot until our lease expires, but you know what? It's happening, and I couldn't do a whole lot for LA until the lease expired either. So just excitement all around. And that was our Thursday. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.